Kempire is brought to you by...
Happy 2025. It's a new year and it's a new era for the Kempire podcast. Make sure you subscribe today and make sure that you give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And shout out to those of you that have left glowing reviews and maybe not so glowing reviews. That's okay too. Thank you so much for the support and sharing our new podcast and everything that's to come. We don't just recap all the things that you've seen already on our YouTube channel. You also get special exclusive episodes and sometimes additional thoughts to the live recaps that we had on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe today and make sure you give us a 5-star review. Thank you in advance.
You're listening to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network.
Hello. All of y'all got jokes in the live chat. All of you've got jokes. Please understand. First of all, Tuesday Takeover in itself. And I know you're like, you were late yesterday. You know why I was late yesterday. I'm trying to produce a show here, okay? But Tuesday Takeover is a lot to produce. It's Hot Topic. It's different reality TV shows that we want to talk about. But this is a pared down version of our Tuesday Takeover because we're slowly getting back into it. As you know, if you are a fan of the channel, we, on Tuesday Takeover, it went from TLC, well, it went from our 90-day Fiance recaps to a TLC takeover, to Tuesday Takeover, because we wanted to talk about a variety of different shows. So, and I told you I had taken a break for a couple of months. I had a lot of things going on, got a tour, moving, all that kind of stuff. A lot of things were happening. So we took a pause, a brief pause. I really meant a pause. And now we're back. And this might not be the regular time, but I just had a lot of stuff to do. Okay, I had a lot of stuff to do. All right, but you didn't want to hear excuses, but I wanted to address some folks. Veronique says, oh, is Kempire getting scammed again? Really, Veronique? Really? No, hopefully not. And I told you that story for you guys to not get scammed yourselves. That's the last time I do anything for y'all. Anyways, Rita is coming to the New York City show. Come on, Rita. Rita says, I bought my plane ticket to New York City today. Yes. I met Rita in London. She came from Germany. Okay. This is a true Team Kempire member. Okay. I get it. Not everyone can do it. But I look forward to seeing you, Rita. That's amazing. All the way from Germany. Well, I hope you do all the things while you're here. Rita, there's a lot of things to do in New York City, a lot of places to eat, a lot of things to do. Don't ask me for recommendations because there's so many. There's just so many. People ask me all the time, like, oh, where should I go? I'm like, New York City has so many places to eat, to things to do. Try it all. And go outside of Manhattan. Go to Brooklyn. I mean, you don't have to go to Staten Island. Unless you want to take the Staten Island ferry. Take the Staten Island ferry. All the other tourists do it. Just saying. It's a great opportunity to see the Statue of Liberty, okay, if you want. And it's for free. Just saying. I honestly think that it's a better angle than the actual boat that you take to the Statue of Liberty. Okay, here I go digressing. Just giving tips for Rita. Rita's coming to our New York City show on Friday, February 21st. But first up, I was just talking with Taria Faison from What Else Is Going On podcast. We were talking tea, things that we want to include for the Washington, D.C. show. Oh, make sure you get your tickets. Get your tickets now for the Washington, D.C. show. If you're in Washington, D.C., I believe there's still some meet and greet tickets available as well. Ooh. Rita says paid below 500 euro, staying for 2 nights only. Excuse me. Well, let's make sure that it's worth your while. I'm going to come rearing to go. Okay, what? Abdi says, where can I run into Kempire this weekend? Excuse me? See, it's probably hard to run into me because I'm not out in those streets like that. I'm usually in the house working, catching up on all these shows. I watched Traitors for the second time. I am in the middle of watching Dubai Bling. So I know you guys want me to talk about Dubai Bling. Let's talk about it next week. But I did start watching it, but I did see a clip where Ibraheem, I say it a little bit louder than I say for TJ, because it's screaming at us. It's screaming at us. Allegedly, they have the same shirt. You know what shirt I'm talking about. Let me open it up. Apparently, Ibraheem. Yeah, I remember seeing Ibraheem in this shirt. Yeah, Rita said I was so excited to also meet the Brooke Ashley. Well, make sure that happens when we take a picture together. Anyways, so Ibraheem also has the same shirt as TJ, but we know it's screaming a lot more for Ibraheem from Dubai Bling. Okay. And plus, I have Dubai sources. Say what you want. You could think who I have. I've been had Dubai sources, okay? And according to Dubai sources, this is why I can't go to Dubai. That's why I can't go to Dubai. You're not going to have me end up in Dubai. I've been already. I'm good. I'm good. I'll go somewhere else. I'm not going back to Dubai. Nope. Fraud. Fraud. My God. Well, apparently Ibraheem, I'll say this now because I won't forget it later. Ibraheem apparently got a divorce from that woman that we never get to see on Dubai Bling. She's a very private person. Yeah. I wonder if she found out what we all found out. Stephanie says Aaron Mufasa wore a similar shirt. I hope. I mean, a man can only dream that he rocks with our team. But it's okay. It's okay, Aaron Pierre. Everybody. Here's the thing with me, because Aaron Pierre, they had to turn the comments off on the Spirit Tunnel that they do for the J Hud show. They had to turn the comments off because y'all women, look, y'all were being nasty in the comments. They had to turn it off. I can even picture it in my head. He's very, very yummy. But let me tell you something. The minute that all of y'all want someone, it makes me not want them anymore. It makes me not want, that's not my, nope. No, give me Trevor Noah. He will make me laugh. He's smart. He has a great accent. I hate his women that he likes to date. But whatever, okay? But I like Aaron Pierre too. And it's not because of his light color eyes. Some of y'all just fixated on the light colored eyes. What is this, 1992? All right. That's Mufasa. Okay, anyways. Let's focus. Can you guys focus? You guys are so all over the place today. It's Tuesday Takeover. Welcome to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. If you don't know what Tuesday Takeover is, it's a opportunity for us to talk about a bunch of different hot topics, a bunch of reality television that we haven't talked about. And no, we won't be taking callers today. Unless you guys really rile up in the comment section, and then maybe I'll drop the call-in link for members. All right. Okay, where do I want to begin? So we always start Tuesday Takeover with some good news, all right? And there's a lot of good news, I hope. And this is where I want to hear from you guys. And if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know what is your good news of today. Good news for me today. What happened today? What did I do today? Oh, I have good news. Oh, it came off. Okay, good. I went to the allergist, and I've been on getting my allergy shots for like the last, way before the pandemic. My allergist says, based off the test today, I can stop getting my allergy shots. Ooh. Yay. That was good news. Okay. But in good news that we can all share is, we loved the new season of The Real Housewives of Orange County. They had a fantastic season. It was already announced that Alexis would not be returning, and that's not the good news yet. Yep. Alexis won't be returning, but the rest of the cast will. I think this is coming from our friends over at OK Magazine in regards to RHOA and what we can expect for season 19? Gosh. They say production insider exclusively spilled to OK that the entire cast has been asked back and will be returning aside from Alexis Bellino. There were rumblings about Katie Janela, who was on Say Yes to the Dress. We talked about that yesterday. Not returning due to pressures her and her family felt during the first season. But she was asked back and ultimately decided to return as well. Look, I think they had a great cast, and I told you, although I had my trepidations when it comes to Katie because of some stories that came out, I still liked her. I still like the real friendship that she's formed with some of the cast. I hope we can move forward in a different direction when it comes to her relationship with Heather Dubrow, because I feel like they got off on the wrong foot. I don't feel like there's anything really there that is worth holding on to into this new season. Okay? So congratulations to the entire cast. I'm looking forward to the season. Look, and we don't say this lightly, they had a fantastic season. There were no skips when it comes to the episodes this season. Down to their reunion, it was fantastic. And I will say this in defense of Alexis Bellino, because some of y'all think I shuck and jive so that y'all will like me. I don't. I will say this in defense of Alexis Bellino. If you watch my Real Housewives of Orange County recaps, I've said this before. When she wasn't talking about John Jansen, Johnny J, when she was just hanging out with the ladies when they went on that little girls trip, it was like part of the group went on the girls trip. I liked her. When she wasn't talking about John Bellino or defending John Bellino, I thought she was actually fun and quirky and weird. And not weird. Okay, maybe a little weird. But I liked her little ditziness. I liked how she got along with the other women. I think she just came in on the wrong foot and on the wrong issue. But I'm okay with her not returning. Just saying. And mind you, I'm not a RHOC fan from the beginning. That's the only city of all the cities on Real Housewives that I did not get into from the beginning and never really went back until these last few seasons where we've been talking and recapping it. Okay? No word on whether Vicky Gunvalson will be returning. I definitely think that she will be coming probably back as a friend of. Do you guys want to see her full time? I'm okay with her being in the position that she's in. I'm okay with that. And maybe she wants to be full time, but what's going on in her life that we need to know about? I mean, there was some stuff that happened last season that could have played out during this season, but I'm okay. I like this cast even without Vicky, and Vicky just coming in every once in a while. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Shannon says that Alexis, thank you for being a member, Shannon. She says, Alexis fumbled the bag again for a man. How dreadful. Yeah, she did. Because I'm telling you, outside of her talking about Johnny J, Alexis looked like she would have fit perfectly in with this group. And she's actually friends with a lot of the women. Even the newbies. So I feel like because if she had broken up with Johnny J, then I think it might work. But it's just not going to work because she's always going to have an issue with Shannon. She's always going to have an issue, defending John Jansen. Beautiful Gem says John Jansen probably put the battery in Alexis's back. Without a doubt he did, because she would repeat stuff that he would say verbatim. But look, que sera, sera. You did it. You did it to yourself. Foxy says she made a fool of herself over a man. It's okay. Whoa, 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 Alexis. I tried. But apparently, it was okay, though. I mean, she didn't bring that much to the season. If anything, they used her to help Shannon have a kind of like breeze through season, even though she got arrested for a DUI, too. Shannon, I didn't forget. And I haven't forgotten what people have said about you behind the scenes or what that guy said about you on Love Hotel. You better ship up or shape out because everybody's being exposed, including you, Dorinda. Okay, before I get to Dorinda, so you also know we start off with good news on Tuesday Takeover, but we also talk about what the F news. And I only added this to what the F news because I'm going to defend regular Robin for a hot second. Happy belated Founders Day to those that celebrate, okay? We were celebrating, okay? For the Deltas, okay? So I don't know if you know or if you remember that Robin is a Delta. And I think her mom is as well. So I randomly saw on the Neighborhood Talk that someone posted, I'm going to say allegedly is a Delta, posted on social media this. Let me show you what they had the nerve to post on social. Tarisha said on Twitter, Happy Founders Day to all of my sorors except for Robin Dixon, hashtag no lie. And I was like, I did not expect that. I did not see that coming. I did see in the comment section that a lot of people that are in sororities that were saying she can't be a real, Delta or soror because we keep all that drama on the inside. However, you remember during our Potomac recap, someone called in about Gizelle and they were saying I don't see anyone, defending Gizelle that is an AKA. So I don't know if that's 100% true, but when I saw this, I said, damn, that is so bad. Because only Potomac fans or reality TV fans or the Traitors fans would be like, why do people not like Robin like this? OMG. Happy Founders Day to all my sorors except regular Robin. Essie says that the lady who posted that she was just joking in the comment. Look, I don't take what she's saying as truth. I took this as her being funny and shady. She might say that she's joking, but I also think she was being shady. Okay? I don't think that I think people also think that I hate regular Robin because I'd say those things. And some of y'all don't even understand why we call her regular Robin. It's not because she's a regular person. Some of y'all take it literal. It's a combination of things. But for those that get it, get it. And I think our TikTok fan probably get it more because I think that's where it originated, if I can remember correctly. So poor Robin. Whoa, Robin. Look, I'm defending you, Robin. I'm defending you right now. Because when we talk about Traitors, because y'all want to act as if Robin's bringing it on Traitors like that. And I'm like, she's bringing it. Like, she's being more vocal than she normally would be on any other thing. But calm down with like, oh, bring her back. Who said that? Anyways, since we were talking about Robin and Robin's also in the Traitors, let's talk about Dorinda. So, spoiler alert. By now, you should have saw the first 3 episodes. So if you don't want to know what happened, by now you probably do, though. Okay. So, Dorinda was killed. Oh, damn. Not really. She was eliminated from the Traitors, okay? So I have mixed feelings about this because I wanted to see more of Dorinda on the show. Because we know that she's starting. I feel like there is a lot that she could bring to the show as entertainment value. And both her and, again, spoiler alert, Shana Ayan were eliminated very early. And I said to myself, I was like, oh my God, we missed out on 2 amazing, entertaining people. But I also understand that it's the game, okay? But I say all that to say, because I'm going to get back to Traitors. Dorinda's being called out by Lindsay Hubbard on a podcast. And this is why I have such a conflicting relationship when it comes to Dorinda, because if you remember why Dorinda was put on pause, then you understand why I'm like, yeah, we haven't seen Dorinda in a long time, but then you're reminded that Dorinda is probably not a nice person. And I've heard things from behind the scenes about Dorinda's behavior. Like, there's some people that would say, oh, Dorinda's lovely. Okay, was she sober? Allegedly. But take a listen to what Lindsay said on the podcast. What's it called?
Brenda.
There we go. Not Skinny
Number
Buffet,
one,
but not
Margaret
fat.
Josephs held a Cinco de Mayo Real Housewives of New Jersey premiere party at her house. So that's around like May 5th.
You went?
No, I didn't go.
Oh.
But I had friends that went. And apparently Dorinda was really, really drunk at this party and was going around. Okay, now I don't speak to Dorinda. We have always been very friendly when we have run into each other. Like, I actually, really have enjoyed my interactions with Dorinda in the past. And so this is around Cinco de Mayo, Margaret Joseph's house. I'm not there. I have friends there. And Dorinda is drunk, going around telling everyone that I'm pregnant, but unfortunately, I lost the baby and I had a miscarriage. That's what she's going around drunkenly saying at Margaret's house. And it's getting back to me.
How irresponsible, no matter if you're drunk or not, why would that come out of your mouth? Okay, and mind you, she didn't miscarry. Like, who wants that negative energy being put out there like that?
From multiple people. Then the rumors are coming out about Traitors. And, they announced the cast of Traitors, blah, blah, blah. And then this big rumor comes out about how Dorinda had such a problem that she found out I was pregnant, but I shouldn't be able to compete. Now, I have a problem with this because I'm not affecting you. Okay. Now, yes.
Sidebar, they also were considering having Candace be on this season 3 of Traitors, allegedly, from what I heard. It was like all over the place because there were certain people that were supposed to be a part of it, and then last minute they weren't a part of it. And look, sometimes that's how rumors go, but no, some of these rumors were like, no, this person is supposed to be a part of it, and then they weren't a part of it. So apparently, did you also see on Watch What Happens Live, Dorinda talk about how her all of her press for Traitors was canceled because of the wildfires in LA? Shout out to those of you in LA. We're still praying for you guys. But she made this like really weird, awkward comment about, all of my press for that week was canceled. Okay. All right. So, for those that don't know who Lindsay is, because I know we don't cover Summer House. She's from Summer House. So Lindsay, also on Bravo. She also recently, remember she had the big scandal for those that watch Summer House. She had the big scandal with her ex. They were supposed to get married and he called off the wedding. Then she moved on, got with another man, got pregnant, and here we go. New seasons in Summer House is currently on.
Is it hard to compete on Traitors when you're pregnant because it's like, physically and mentally just a lot on your body, and also you're in isolation and you can't talk to anyone,
right.
And you're in Scotland.
You're in Scotland.
Yeah, of course. Like, should I be on Traitors while pregnant? Probably not. And why also are you getting drunk and running around a party and talking about like how I had a miscarriage when I didn't?
Yeah.
Especially because I've already had a miscarriage in my life.
Maybe she was confusing. Maybe she was like drunkenly.
I've never spoken to Dorinda about any of this.
But why did she care about your situation?
I don't know. Like, this is not, I don't know.
Was that so random to you?
It was so random to me.
Dorinda, that's why, by the way.
And I bit my tongue. Like, I haven't spoken ever about this. Like, I've never had this conversation with anybody. Like,
Wow. So she decided, Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House decided to reveal that during a Cinco de Mayo party, Dorinda got drunk. Remember, Dorinda was also supposed to do that show, that tour with Margaret Joseph as well. And they said that the little fight that they had on the Jeff Lewis show was part of the reason why they didn't. They came out and said that wasn't the reason, it was scheduling. Or maybe it was some of what was playing out behind the scenes between Margaret and Dorinda, and seeing Dorinda's behavior. Am I surprised by some of this behavior? No, but it's very disgusting and disappointing, and you're reminded why she was put on pause on RHOA. She was very mean. She became look, some people are sleepy drunk, some people are funny drunk, some people are angry drunks, and apparently, allegedly, Dorinda's an angry one, and that's the worst kind. That's really, really, really sad. And the fact that she would even, mind you, that there was no truth to Lindsay having a miscarriage. To put that out there is so disgusting. It's so like, ew. So I don't blame, first of all, Lindsay was better than me. The fact that she never told this story before this very moment, because I would have told anyone that would listen, she's a trash human being, and she was saying that I miscarried when I didn't. And I think Dorinda had mentioned that she was even pregnant before anyone else knew. Wow. Anyways, so, and I'm surprised, because isn't Lindsay a Leo? I'm surprised she didn't come out with this earlier, but okay. All right. Theo says, I think they called it, the Blonde Ambition Tour. I wonder if Madonna threatened to sue them for that name. Madonna probably doesn't even know who these people are. No offense. I'm just saying. I mean, that goes back to Bob the drag queen. All right, so let's get into... shout out to Mama Ali, because I know we're all over the place, but you know how Tuesday Takeover is. Look, we got to get you back in the swing of things, Mama Ali. All right, let's talk about Traitors. Let me go back here. Let's talk about Traitors, because we're going to be jumping around a little bit. You already know I love Traitors. I love the show. I love the game. Would I play the game? You guys always ask me this. I would like to play the game. However, It's physically intense. It's mentally intense. I don't know if I could deal with the stress. I also don't know if I would be good at the game. I like watching the game. I like critiquing the game. I don't know if I would love playing the game, to be honest with you. I don't know. I have a Leo moon, Tanya. Calm down. So I love Traitors. So I was excited for season 3. When they finally mentioned the cast, I'm still an advocate for it. They need to go back to season 1 and do what they did in season 1, where it's a mix of reality TV stars or, personalities and some real people. Because when you add the real people, you kind of add an element of, I don't know where these people are coming from. I don't know anything about them. I don't know if I can trust them. That makes the game even more difficult. So I kind of wish they would throw that element back in there. So this new season of Traitors, it seems as if they're coming after the housewives. And a lot of people are saying it's because of Phaedra. Look, Phaedra was not that great a traitor. If we really kind of go back and look at it, Phaedra was great reality TV. There's a difference. She didn't play the game really great. Let's be honest. Damn, Dina says you look suspicious, Kempire. Excuse me, what? Do you guys think I look suspicious? Why would I look suspicious? The only people think that I would look suspicious would be the housewives. If the housewives and I were on the same season, I'd be like, I can't trust you. Can you imagine if Robin and I were on the same season? Can you imagine? I'll be like, hey, regular Robin. I think Robin would be able to take a joke. I don't care about what anyone says. I think Robin would be able to take a joke. Should I invite Robin to the show? She probably would come. That would be a really great conversation, don't you think? Okay, but anyways. So I wish they would kind of go back to adding regular people. I think that would make the game a lot more challenging. It seems as if, at least in these first 3 episodes, they are coming for the housewives. Again, spoiler alert, they got rid of Dorinda. They got rid of Chanel Ion. 2 people that I think that would have brought the entertainment. But I understand, it's not just about the entertainment. Bob the drag queen is getting so much backlash right now. Bob the drag queen is getting so much backlash right now. He said he doesn't know who Dorinda is. Someone pointed out in a song you mentioned her. Look, I don't care. I don't love the way that Bob the drag queen is playing the game. I'll say that. But I understand he's playing a game. So I'm not mad at him. I'm not in his mentions like, you are terrible. Why are you getting rid of Dorinda or Chanel Ion? I'm annoyed that he did it, but I get it. He's playing a game. Okay? I still don't think it was a smart move getting rid of Ion so early on. She's not a threat, but I get it. You don't know that. But based off what I've seen Ion say on social media, it seems as if Ion was making alliances with actually good strategic players. So that might have been part of the reason why Bob the drag queen was so threatened by her, because she was making friends. So he got rid of her early. I think too early, because I don't think she was a threat. I don't think she was a threat at all. Okay? But I also find Bob the drag queen funny and entertaining. But there are people on him. Right before Ion was eliminated, she was talking with Robin and someone else. Someone else was there. Was it Dylan? I'm loving Dylan. Zac Efron's brother. I kind of want to see him win. I like his energy, but I don't think he's going to win, because I also think he might be putting himself out there too soon. You know what I mean? And kind of putting a target on his back. But I like him. And apparently, see, there's a lot of stuff that we don't see. I saw on social media, apparently there was a bond between Dylan and Chanel Ion too. Chanel also loved Wells. Wells, spoiler alert, was also eliminated. And he liked Ion because she would always be talking. Always be talking. So he didn't have to say much. But he was also helping her play the game. Ion really had no idea how to play the game. But she already was giving us funny moments like, I have to activate the brain. She meant that. And that's why I feel like if I played the game, not that I need to activate my brain, it's not an easy game. But we did talk about House of Villains. It's not my favorite show to talk about, House of Villains, but I enjoyed this past season. I became a new fan of Wes. Wes is a part of this season. He came in late in the game, along with Rob. what do they call him? Boston Rob. I'm worried for him because he kind of put himself out there, but I can see why he's a good player. I don't love how Bob the drag queen is sort of being forceful with, like, no, this person needs to be, gotten rid of. I did see that Theo said Dylan, because you saw it during the roundtable, Dylan came for Bob the drag queen. Dylan added misguided to his Instagram bio after Bob the drag queen said it. I love it. And I love that these personalities that probably would have never crossed paths end up becoming lifelong friends. Which I love. You know what I mean? But I was disappointed. Not disappointed when Wells left, but I was definitely disappointed when Dorinda left because it's like, we didn't even get to see Dorinda get truly activated. She definitely started to, but we didn't really get to see a lot of it. And Chanel, look, we love Chanel from Real Housewives of Dubai, but I wasn't sure how she would be outside of that. And already, just from the little promo that we saw, I was like, oh my gosh, she really is just naturally funny. And I was excited to see, I knew she wasn't going to win. I already knew that. I could have told you. But, when you watch someone like Cynthia Bailey on Big Brother, someone that you don't think is going to win, and that is not a threat, and they make it far, and maybe that's what Bob the drag queen was thinking. She was making all these friends, but also connecting with people. Okay, can we talk about the confessionals? Alan Cummings, come to the front. This is not your fault, but you are the host. Who was in charge of these confessionals? Why do people look like they have makeup painted on their face? Like, the lighting is terrible. Whoever did the lighting for their confessionals needs to be fired immediately. You guys watched this back and said, yeah, we can go with this. But maybe they couldn't fix it. It looks horrendous. Okay. Carolyn, she's a little antsy. She's a traitor. She's a little antsy, but she reminds me of Kim Zolciak. Anyone else? She reminds me of Kim Zolciak. Okay. Who else did I want to mention? Okay, let's talk about Britney Spears' ex-husband. He just looks. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm going to say it. He offers nothing. No, look, physically, he probably can get in and do all the things. I know he's a fitness person. He started out as Britney's trainer and then was her handler. I don't know. I never understood that relationship. Never believed that relationship. But he's when Ion was like, you know Britney Spears? Tell me everything about Britney Spears. He's just like, he didn't want to say, but he signed an NDA at that divorce. So you can't say anything. Tom Sandoval. I forgot that he was even on this season. I kind of wish he wasn't. Why is he always sweating? He took off that sweater and and this is from someone that sweats under the arms a lot. But of everyone there, he is so sweaty. It wasn't just under his arms. It was like around under his eyes. Go back and watch the episodes. Okay? I see, Amit, you and me. Why was he so sweaty? But it wasn't just him under his arms. Because, like, when I'm in the studio, I have a lot of lighting, too. But, like, when I get out of here sometimes, I'm like, whoosh, like, sweaty. But is it withdrawal? Just ask her. I'm asking a question. I'm asking what you were thinking. I wish they would have gotten rid of him. And I do believe that he was trying to throw Chrishell under the bus because she's friends with Ariana. As soon as he came out of that, he started throwing her name around. Chrishell. I did not get anything suspicious from her, but again, we're watching an edited version. Who knows what they were seeing and saying. Danielle. Can we talk about Danielle? I didn't watch her season of Big Brother, but now I want to. She came in with a grudge. From what season was Danielle on? Because whatever that grudge was, Rita says I thought he was crying. No, it was sweat. Withdrawal. Mary Jane said it's hot under those lights. Everybody's under those lights. Danielle, I don't know what happened in her season. Do I have a picture of Danielle? Dolores, you really bring nothing. Look, and I love me some Black Dolores, but Dolores, I wish they would have gotten rid of you before getting rid of Dorinda or Ion. But she might be good. She might be good at figuring out the stuff. So I'm still going to root for Black Dolores. But here we are. Was it season... Latasha said it was like season 3 or season 4 of Big Brother? Wow, so it was early on. So she was still holding on a grudge from her elimination from then? There's something about Danielle that gives a little unhinged, which might be great for reality television. But at the same time, I like that she's playing the game. It seems like she knows what she's doing, but people are already suspecting her. Okay? Oh, CM says she would have been the first black woman and first black person to win Big Brother, but they screwed her. Oh, was it that bad? Oh, now I need to go watch it. I need to go watch it because she was still upset about it. How many years later? Oh, Dina says her grudge is from Reindeer Games. So that's a recent one. Mia says that Dolores is as bad as regular Robin. I felt bad for Tony, but Tony, you are definitely a threat. Tony was eliminated in episode 3. I'm still just mad about Dorinda and Ion. I feel like they would have brought the entertainment that we needed. Okay. Thank you, Janelle. Yes, I wanted to mention this. Janelle says, hold on, Janelle, let me bring your comment up. Janelle says, Alan Cummings said in an interview that Sandoval's luggage was lost for the first few days, so he was forced to wear clothes from the crew. I wouldn't ask for the clothes back if I was the crew. Because remember, when we talked about Scandoval, we were like, because honestly, if I met Tom Sandoval, this would have been me. Like, hey, how are you? Just to take a whiff. Because, there are rumors that he smells. Just to take a whiff. Just to confirm for y'all. Look, just to confirm for y'all. Okay. Anyways. Oh, okay. No, CM says, y'all say Reindeer Games, but it goes back to Big Brother. Okay. I don't know. But clearly there's some sort of grudge that Danielle had. Is it with the young lady that's right next to her? Is that Brittany or something like that? Either way, in this last episode, when the traitors are supposed to pick 3 different people that will be up for murder, and they have to meet together, and they are almost caught, I'm very worried. I'm very worried for them. Okay. Beautiful Gem says, yes, watch her season, Kempire. She controlled the guy that won. They didn't like what she was saying on camera. She's the reason they have the jury. Also, she's an icon. Wow, really? I mean, so far, I know some people are seeing through Danielle's game, but I will say she's playing the game interestingly. Like, she's doing what she needs to do. Like, playing the... Look, Rita. Thank you, Rita. Rita says, by the way, you smell so nice, Kemp. Thank you. I do love a good parfum. Okay? Lou says you don't have to do that for us. Okay, maybe I'm doing it for myself because I want to confirm. And then I'm going to come back and be like, he smells like cigarettes and armpit. I don't know. I've never met anyone that's a star that smells bad. Right? I don't think so. Alan Cummings, you know how much I love Alan Cummings as the host. He deserves the Emmy. I think he's fantastic still. I still love him. Anyone else that I wanted to mention in this cast? I like Jeremy. I'm watching him. I'm not familiar with him in the game he played. Was he on Survivor? Because I'm not familiar with those folks. Let me see. Is there anyone else that I wanted to mention in this cast? I mentioned Dylan. Robin we talked about. I think Robin... Okay, let's talk a little bit about Robin, then I'm going to move on. I do think that Robin is probably stepping forward and being very vocal, but I'm not surprised by that. And I said that before. Robin seems like a competitive person. So I think that she would probably fare well at this game. But it reminded me of the Robin from like season 1 when she was fighting with Ashley. Like she's very like in your face. And I'm just like... Sometimes her voice can sometimes be a little annoying, and it's not in an interesting way. Like it's not giving what Phaedra was giving, where Phaedra was being funny or humorous. It's kind of like you're being. I get it that you're upset, about people, getting rid of all the housewives, and how the guys aren't stepping up and being as willing to be a team player like the women are. But it's giving a little too much for me, and it's not because. We don't love her on Real Housewives of Potomac. I actually was looking forward to seeing Robin in this light, very much like we saw Phaedra in a different light. Okay? Okay. Hold on. What did I just do to this thing? Ooh, there we go. All right. Moving on. What else did I want to talk about? DGF says Ian was funny. She was, and we only got to see a little bit of that. We only got to see a little bit of Ian being funny. I wish we could have gotten to see more. It's all right, though. It's all right. All right, let's move on. What did I do here? I messed up my own little situation. You know what I'm going to do? Boom. Look, boom. All right. Let's move on. Where do I want to go from here? Let's talk about Beyonce. So Beyonce announced that you already know a few weeks ago after Beyonce's Christmas halftime show that she would make an announcement on January 14th. So Beyonce took to her social media last night to confirm that her announcement would not be coming. She's postponed it because of the wildfires in California. So Beyonce says this in a note on her Instagram. The January 14th announcement will be postponed to a later date due to the devastation caused by the ongoing wildfires around areas of Los Angeles. I continue to pray for healing and rebuilding for the families suffering from trauma and loss. We are so blessed to have brave first responders who continue to work tirelessly to protect the Los Angeles community. To join our efforts in supporting those impacted, please visit Be Good. Love, B. And also reportedly, the Be Good Foundation also donated, $2.5 million in the fight that's still ongoing in Los Angeles right now. I'm not going to talk about any of the conspiracy theories. No one that's going through this right now wants to hear about your conspiracy theories. We also don't need to talk about, oh, you're a celebrity, you'll be able to rebuild, okay? Whatever. People have lost things that they cannot get back, and that is memories that they had in their homes. People have nowhere to go back. There are people without homes right now. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm reposting ways that you can help. There are a variety of different ways that you can help those that are affected by the fires in Los Angeles. We continue to pray for everyone there. And in regards to Beyonce, I wasn't surprised. I'm glad that she didn't announce it. It's just not the time. But I do still believe it's a tour. When do you think she'll make this announcement? I mean, what month? Well, what do we have coming up? We have the Super Bowl coming up, but she's not performing. We have the Grammys, the Oscars. I think she's going to wait a little bit. But again, I don't think it's an Act 3. I do believe that it's a concert, a tour. So she can hold off on that, okay? Because some of y'all need more time to save your money so you can go to the Cowboy Carter tour, okay? Jan says that very mindful of Beyonce because people always drag her for nothing. It's weird. Sidebar, speaking of dragging. This was not on my list, but this is Tuesday Takeover. So, Mama Al, you can add this to the wildfires conversation. Yvette Nicole Brown, the actress, dragged the hell out of Khloe Kardashian. So Khloe Kardashian reposted one of the fire commissioners or someone, head of the fire department, talked about how there was funding that was cut ahead of these fires, and I guess alludes that this is part of the reason why the fires have been so bad. And talked about Mayor Karen Bass. And Khloe reposted that to her millions of followers and said, "You are a joke." So Yvette Nicole Brown, hold on, let me just remind myself exactly what she said. Please hold, because Yvette has been defending Mayor Karen Bass because a lot of people also believe that Karen Bass is the mayor of all the different municipalities that are being affected by this fire. She is not. She is the mayor of the city of Los Angeles. So Yvette said this. Hold on, let me pull this up because I was like, damn, Yvette, she don't play, and I love that for her. And congratulations on your recent wedding, Yvette. So Yvette pulled up an old article from Rolling Stone that was titled Kardashians Among LA's Worst Water Wasters Using 333,000 Gallons Over County Limit in June during when they were having a serious drought. Okay? So Yvette, in her caption, she's a G too. She tagged Khloe too. She says, this is from 2022 when Los Angeles was in the midst of a drought. Every citizen was asked to conserve for the good of everyone else. Because of fires. This is how some citizens responded to the task. Is this a joke, Khloe Kardashian? I don't know what we expect from Khloe Kardashian. She doesn't have the best judgment. You see the men that she's been with. And I close my case with that. Either way, we continue to pray for those affected by the fires in Los Angeles. If there's something you guys can do, donate clothes, food, things like that. All of that information we will continue to be sharing on my Instagram story. Okay? All right. Angel says, oh, good point. Angel says the Grammys and the Oscars need to be also postponed. It's too much of a devastating environment in Cali to be celebrating like that. The Oscars, are the Grammys in LA again this year? Because sometimes the Grammys are here in New York. I don't know if they're going to change that, but it depends. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's move on. I didn't expect to add that to my list. But in regards to pop culture news, woo to Jessica Simpson. Look, there have been rumors that Jessica Simpson and her estranged husband, Eric Johnson, have been having problems for a long time. But she just confirmed today through her publicist, or through a statement to People magazine, that her and her husband of 10 years will be separating. So Jessica says this in a statement. She says, Eric and I have been living separately, navigating a painful situation in our marriage. Our children come first, and we are focusing on what is best for them. We are grateful for all the love and support that has been coming our way and appreciate privacy right now as we work through this as a family. So the news comes less than 1 week after Simpson, who shares 3 children with Johnson, posted a sunny selfie to Instagram, reminding her followers that life is short, smile while you still have teeth. Johnson was spotted without his wedding ring in November, around the same time as Simpson teased her comeback to music with a cryptic Instagram post that featured photos of herself in a recording studio. Interviews in my Nashville music room where I unearthed my singular magic. This comeback is personal, is an apology to myself for putting up with everything I did not deserve. So a source told People magazine days later that the With You singer and her husband were, quote, very much live separate lives. I mean, look, things happen. They were together for quite a long time, 10 years in marriage. That should be considered a success. Are you here for a Jessica Simpson return to music? She really doesn't need to. At least now she could probably just do music for fun. She makes tons of money from her Jessica Simpson bags, shoes, clothes. Like, that is, Google schmoogle the story behind Jessica Simpson and that brand, how that even came about. So congratulations to her. Look, it's better for the children to not be in an unhappy marriage than to stay for the children, because it actually hurts the children. So good for them. And for those that keep saying, why do we have to ask for privacy when they're so public with their now? They do that so when you see them with someone else, y'all not talking about how, oh, she's cheating, or oh, he's cheating. They're trying to get ahead of that, okay? All right. Or maybe there was cheating. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on. Sidebar. So Michelle Obama, she's not going to be attending the inauguration. She also did not attend former President Jimmy Carter's funeral, which led to people seeing video of former President Barack Obama kikiing with President-elect Donald Trump. So Michelle, they said, will not be attending the inauguration. Me either, Michelle. Look, me either. So according to the New York Times, they said Michelle Obama, the former First Lady, will not attend the inauguration of President-elect Donald J. Trump, her office said in a statement on Tuesday. Former President Barack Obama is confirmed to attend the 60th inaugural ceremonies. He has to, guys. He's a former president. They have to show solidarity when there's a transfer of power. I just want to emphasize that. The former First Lady, Michelle Obama, will not be attending the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement, "I don't care about that man." No, playing. She didn't say that. I'm joking. Calm down. The statement did not provide an explanation to why Mrs. Obama was skipping the inauguration, which is traditionally attended by former presidents and their spouses. But it is the second high-profile event in the past 2 weeks that she has declined to take part in that would have brought her face-to-face with Mr. Trump. Mrs. Obama has expressed personal disdain for the president-elect who pushed the lie that her husband was not a U.S. citizen and has a history of making racist and sexist statements. Look, I don't blame her. Good for her. And don't y'all try and start rumors that there's problems in Michelle and Barack's situation, marriage. No, they are good. All right? Black women have decided to not take part since the election. So she is doing this in solidarity with them. Come on. Black women have said they are done for 2025, 2026, and 2027, and possibly a little bit of 2028. So Michelle is leading the charge. Okay? Okay. Kathy says that Trump didn't, when he lost, Trump said that that flags need to be raised for his inauguration. Yeah, that's the other thing because, Jimmy Carter passed away. The flags were supposed to be at half staff. Here's the thing. We didn't expect anything from him, and I don't think anybody wanted him there at the time, okay? Sidebar, have you seen all the other stories in regards to... Okay, first of all, y'all gonna stop playing with Joe Biden. Joe Biden was not asleep at Jimmy Carter's funeral. He was in prayer. If you look at the picture, there were other people with their heads bowed too. He's also a man of a particular age. All right? He's been acting up these last few weeks, Joe Biden. But remember, when you or on the last week of your job or the last 2 weeks of your job, how were you acting? Huh? How were you acting? A mess, I'm sure. And not me. I did my job. My last 2 weeks before I quit my corporate job, I was like, y'all got everything y'all need? Okay. Tanya says he was asleep. You know what? Monty says he was asleep along with Bill Clinton. Shh. Play along. Y'all don't know how to play along for nothing. He was in prayer. Leave him alone. That's someone's grandfather. All right. There goes our political segment. Okay. There goes our political segment. Rita, thank you so much for the super chat. Rita says, gotta go to bed. It's late here. Looking forward to seeing you again, Kemp, and meeting this great community. Thank you, Rita. We look forward to seeing you as well. Rita's coming to our New York City show on Friday, February 21st. If you haven't gotten your tickets for that, get your tickets. But if you are international, there is a live stream option for those that are across the country or, just can't make it that night. There is a live stream option. All the information on our Washington, D.C. show and our New York City show will be available in the description. Okay? Naomi says, this live has been hilarious. Just never know, okay? Okay, I still have a lot of stuff to go through. Okay, so let me move on. Some of these stories I'm gonna nix. I did want to talk about Sunny Hostin and the lawsuit that her husband's facing, but I might have to do that another day because apparently they're threatening to countersue. Don't just read a headline, read more about the story. Okay, but I'm not gonna get into that because I want to move on. Let me move on to 90 Day Fiance a little bit. I'm not gonna talk about 90 Day Fiance the other way. I am still catching up on that, but I did fully catch up on 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days, okay? 90 Day Fiance before 90 days. I'm not going to say a lot. I don't even remember half of these people's names, okay? So please bear with me. But the young lady on the far left middle box, okay, who was dating the blind guy from Africa, she conveniently did not attend the tell-all. I'm glad she didn't because the way that she acted during her time on 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, I was scared for his safety. Anyone else that watched it? I was concerned. But let me tell you something. 90 Day Fiancé, I am tired of the pre-produced things that you do. But what I love that you've done over the last couple of seasons, first of all, top quality on interviewing these folks, capturing them in New York City as they're coming to the reunion. I was like, okay, this is top tier editing right here. But even before that, during the season, you remember, was it last season or the season before, where we had the deaf guy, right? He was deaf. And they gave us the experience of what he might feel like as a deaf person. And I said, that is superb. Like, we don't see that. And now this season, we get to see this man who's blind and his experience. Mind you, they're giving us his experience as this woman is going off. Like, mind you, he's blind and they're dating, but she was not right in the head. She was not right in the head. Something was wrong with her. I don't know what was going on with her, but she was very aggressive with him. I was very concerned for his safety. Luckily, he was filming with our production and producers, because normally I've been like, what is happening right now? And they're giving us the experience where literally over your television, it's just a blurry world where you're seeing objects kind of move. I was like, this is what I can appreciate about 90 Day Fiancé. There's a lot of like stories that are not 100% that I don't believe, but their story, although concerning, I appreciated that edit. Tiger Lily at the top and on the left, the top box on the left, and her man, I think it's Anon. She married the man. Look, the relationship, he has all these rules. And one thing that we've seen as people that are 90 Day Fiancé fans, every time they're dealing with someone of the Muslim faith, they always say, you don't have to follow everything that we are following. They're not forcing their religion on anyone. We've consistently seen that if you've been a 90 Day Fiancé fan. So her man seems like he wants her. You can't be around other men alone. You have to cover up your body. And literally his mom told her, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Monty, is Darcy and Stacey still on? I know that Stacey is on 90 Day, what was it? The Last Resort, which I started and I can't. No, it's The Last Resort for me. I can't cover that show because it's all people that we don't believe and don't care about at all. But here's the thing with Tiger Lily. That's her name. That's her real name, y'all. Tiger Lily's at the top, on the left, top box. Here's the thing. She married the man. She has a baby with the man. The man is now living here in the United States. You like it, we love it. I'm not going to say part one of the tell-all. At the end of it, they were trying to argue about how he's problematic and controlling. Girl, you like it, we love it. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not going to fight about it. I'm not going to unpack it. I'm not going to worry about it. You like it, we love it. You got a child and a marriage. I'm done. Why the hell? Why was Niles? Niles is in the middle at the top with his girl, Matilda. They got married. He has autism. His experience, and I learned some new things. And mind you, this is coming from someone that has worked with people with autism for many years. I learned some new things based off of his experience on the show. Again, why I give kudos to the production team of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. But he was very talkative during the reunion. I don't know if you guys watched the tell-all. He had opinions about everyone's relationship. And speaking of giving us a different experience, on the top right box, we have this guy. His story was pretty interesting. I didn't like him. I actually like her more than him. I'm still learning their names, guys. I just don't remember their names because I watched all of this in like over the last few weeks, over the holidays. But he's in a wheelchair. I actually think he is problematic. And she's just like, why are you trying to make me out to be someone that I'm not on this show? Accusing her of just using him. But his story is interesting on how he got into his wheelchair. But this is not his first rodeo with like the 90-day fiance visa situation. So I kind of look at him with the side eye, like what's your deal? Middle box, bottom row. Okay. These two are not going to survive. He seems a little less than smart. He seems a little less than smart. I don't think this is going to survive, this relationship. They seem a little immature, controlling. I don't think it's going to work. I feel like I want to sneeze, but it's not coming through. Anyways, I'm going to work my way around. So on the bottom right, Vanya. So Vanya's guy, look, Vanya's guy, I'm thinking that he wasn't attracted to her. That's my, because even during the tell-all, he's like, I've got to go. I have a meeting, 10 o'clock at night. I've got a meeting. I've got to go. Let him leave, Vanya. Let him leave. I don't even understand why you're even wanting to know. I get your curiosity as to why he just friend-zoned you immediately when you got off the plane. I don't know if he just wasn't attracted to her. She's a beautiful woman. He clearly saw her. I don't know. I don't know what it could have been. And then I always look at these pictures, and I think these pictures are pretty interesting because clearly for this photo shoot, they had to, embrace and do things, but he wouldn't even kiss her. He friend-zoned her from the very beginning. And then I really believe that the producers hired the second guy that she ended up spending time with while she was still there. And then I don't know if they really became intimate. They look like they did. I didn't believe that relationship was real. But I also got to see a little bit of a tick with Vanya. And I was like, maybe that's what he didn't like. But I also think he had his own issues too. But Vanya, why do you want him to stay and say what? I think everyone was just waiting for him to be honest and say, I wasn't attracted to her. I don't know why, but maybe the photos that he saw of her in this day and age of 2025, there are a lot of people face tuning. So maybe when he saw her in person, he's like, she doesn't really look like her pictures. But I'm sure they would have done like a FaceTime or something, but maybe not. Serenity Moon says, I love Niles and Matilda. They are adorable. They grew on me because at first I wasn't sure. That whole situation when Niles and Matilda, they're the couple in the middle at the top. When they were in Ghana, I was like, I don't know. Is she just trying to get married? Because at first he was like, I can't afford it. I can't get married this trip. That was like their big issue. And then she got really upset. But she seems to really understand him, have patience with him. It seemed like the family really embraced him. But his family does not embrace the situation and still does not support the situation. And they haven't seen each other in 10 months since they got married. Sonia says that Vanya, she seemed desperate. She did, which is weird. I thought that was so weird. I have to say, though, Before the 90 Days was a decent season. It gave me all kinds of different feelings. Let me talk about the couple on the right in the middle. Sunny, right? And what's her name again? Can I say something and y'all won't judge me? When she would speak and I wasn't looking, I thought it was Miss Piggy. And I'm not talking about how she looks, none of that. I would hear her voice and I was like, she sounds like Miss Piggy. You know, the Muppet. She also flew to South Africa with her ex-boyfriend and didn't tell Sunny. A lot of their stuff felt so pre-produced, like, the issue with religion. Like, you guys didn't talk about this before getting together, before she flew out there. I don't know if I believe this relationship. I also think Sunny, look, Sunny, he has beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. But Sunny, I don't know. It's not as convincing as Ibraheem, but I'm like, Sunny. And their relationship seemed weird. I don't know. Something wasn't clicking for me. But her voice would annoy me. Oh my God. Dante says, I hated her voice. Via D says, not Miss P. Go back and listen to her voice, and then you guys are going to be like, oh, now I see it. Okay. Alex says, Alex, beautiful photo. I saw you in Heavenly's chat today. Why are you telling my business? Please comment on her. She's a part of my list. She's a part of my list today. So let me move on. So 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. I enjoyed this season. I'm glad that we're at the tell-all. But I do feel like producers are fishing up some of these stories. Aw, Tanya says, I have a Miss Piggy lunchbox. Yeah, Bab says that I do not like her at all. Sonny is a little timid. He's very timid. Oh, Tanisha says they both have annoying voices. You think Sonny has an annoying voice? He has a very soft voice. Her voice is very annoying to me. Anyway, Dante says, is it giving beard? You'd be surprised, though. That's why when we look at Ibraheem in the world that he lives in, the culture that he lives in, there are a lot of men that are closeted. I'm not saying that's who they are, but there are a lot of men in those cultures and religions that are closeted. I don't know if that's what's happening there, but... All right, let's move on. All right, I miss doing Tuesday Takeover. It's just a lot to do, y'all. There's so many stories. So many stories. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. And if you're part of the replay crew, I apologize that you did not get more of a heads up about our Tuesday Takeover. But we still want to hear from you guys in the live chat, okay? Okay. Right? The girls club. Dang, they really clocked Kempire's online moves. I mean, I was in the comments section, so it wasn't that horrid, okay? Shar says, you are wrong for that Kempire. Miss Piggy. Shar, did you listen to her voice? Did you go listen to her voice? I'm not saying that she looks like Miss Piggy. I'm just saying her voice kind of gave me that. Right? Nash says, Kempire, maybe you need a burner account for that next time. I mean, I didn't say anything. I was just I was asking questions. SW says, Ibraheem from Dubai Bling? Yes. We talked a little bit about that earlier. Oh, Almond says, Sonny really loves her. His dad may be closeted. Is that the vibe that you got? Wow. Hey, Lee. Lee says, I miss Tuesday Takeover too. Yeah, you guys, look, there is a large sector of you that love when we talk about 90 Day Fiance. That's how Tuesday Takeover originally started. But we're slowly getting back. No promises, though, because I have a lot coming up still. Like, I'm busy. I'm going to Washington, D.C. What is it, next week? Yeah, next week I'll be in Washington, D.C. So there's a lot going on. Tanya says, can we talk about your shirt? Oh, we can. I think this is a Banana Republic. I don't remember. This is a short sleeve shirt. It shouldn't even be out. But again, I'm sweating. I'm sweating in here. Hey, RN Levy. I'm normally in the replay crew, but caught you live. Yay. It's because we did it later today, too. Normally we do it earlier in the afternoon. All right, we're going to move on. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. So, Real Housewives of Potomac, as you know, filmed a reunion recently. Karen Huger was not at the reunion. However, Andy Cohen did say something on his radio show that makes us think, did she record something for the reunion? How is she a part of the reunion in some shape or form? We shall see. But he also says that this reunion is probably Potomac's best reunion ever. And says that maybe as good as the Binder season, the Binder reunion. I don't know if I believe that. You know what, Isis? We will fight over Trevor. Okay? But Isis, looking at the both of us, he don't want neither one of us. Just saying. He's got a type. Look, he's got a type, Isis. But I'll fight you for him. I like Trevor Noah. I mean, he's cute. But I also love the fact, because, yeah, look, I'm a Taurus. I like beautiful things, too. But I also like that he's smart, he's well-read, and he's funny. Make me laugh. And if he can cook, just saying. Anyways, I've digressed. Let's talk about what Andy Cohen had to say at this on his radio program about the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion.
The Real Housewives of Potomac reunion on last Thursday.
Now, was Karen there?
Karen was not there.
Ooh, where was...
Karen is checked herself into rehab.
Congratulations. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Now, oh God, what do I give away? I will say this. I think it was the best reunion of the Housewives of Potomac, either ever or since the reunion where Monique brought the binder. Okay. And it was so unexpectedly funny, but also it really moved the needle in terms of story-wise with a few people. And it was very surprising, and I once again feel like a broken record.
You are.
Hyping up reunions, but it was really good. We're on the verge of 3 outstanding reunions.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, RHOA, and...
Excuse me? RHOA? You're not going to sit here and tell me that the reunion, based off the season, was any good. Unless they come to... I don't know what they would have to do. Like, they would have to have bombshells at this RHOA reunion in order for it to be good. I don't believe him that the RHOA reunion was good because the season has been the worst season in Real Housewives history across all. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not one of those people that were like, oh, it's so bad. No, I've been recapping it still begrudgingly during our Salt Lake City recap time. There is no way that the RHOA reunion was so stellar. You had the worst season across. If this was if I had to base your bonus for 2024 off of RHOA, you wouldn't get one, Andy.
Of 3 outstanding reunions.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City, RHOA, and Potomac. So, I mean, by the way, Potomac still has like 4 or 5 episodes.
4 or 5 more episodes.
I'm up to date
go.
on Beverly Hills and Salt Lake.
Oh, good. Very good.
Caught up last night.
Salt Lake is so good, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Unbelievable. So that was... I wanna.
Look, all of us are so upset that this week is the season finale for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We can't wait for New York to be over. And some of us can't wait for Potomac to be over. 4 or 5 more episodes of what? Of us talking about Jacqueline licking what's her name, Snatch? No. No, sorry, apologies.
Karen was not there, but she was there.
Karen was not there, but she was there? What does that mean? Did she put in a video message about, she's going into rehab, taking accountability? I thought that was interesting what he said.
I wanna. Karen was not there, but she was there. There was some movement in the Karen Huger camp.
Okay.
We don't need movement from Karen Huger. Maybe for that wig. Let that wig move forward. Let the wig move forward. Okay?
I don't want to give anything away, but it was great. I will say, watching the back half of that season under the lens of what we know about Karen, the body cam footage, and about the verdict, it's...
Here's the thing. Them talking about Karen, I know Ashley talked about first of all, Ashley on Watch What Happens Live talked about how Mia and Ink being broken up. She's like, that's just a part of Mia's script. Are they really broken up? She also talked about Karen's DUI. They had run into Karen's lawyer, and she's still very shocked because the lawyer was sort of very oh, it's going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. And after watching that body cam footage, why did you take that to court? I don't know if we care enough to see the cast react to Karen's DUI charges and DUI footage. Yes, we want to hear what they have to say, but with Karen not being there, it's like, okay. All right. Okay. Montel says Andy did a one-on-one with Karen. Okay. Again, I don't know. Or maybe he did a one-on-one with the wig. I would much rather that, to be honest with you. To be honest. I mean, I think the problem for a lot of folks, it's not that we don't like Karen. You know I like Karen. Okay? Sidebar, there was someone in the comment section yesterday on one of the videos I did. You don't do a separate video, because we did a separate video for the tea that a caller did during our Potomac recap. You don't do a separate video for Karen and blah, blah, blah. I was like, this is what I love. I'm going to respond to your ignorant comment because obviously you don't follow the channel, because I've done multiple standalone videos covering her arrest, her DUI charges, her being convicted, the body cam footage. Don't come out here. And that is just a level of ignorance. I'm like, you're lucky I had time to even respond to that. So I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to see what this reunion is going to be like. I guess we'll have to also determine, was it on the level of season 5's reunion? Because I literally just watched that reunion, and that will take a lot for me to believe. Anyways, all right. Jan says that the wig deserves first chair and not Gizelle. Ooh, Gizelle, the amount of tea I might have to do a documentary called Surviving Gizelle. The DMV streets are talking, and I think they're going to talk at the Kempire After Dark live show coming on January 24th. The DMV streets are talking, Gizelle. You're not ready. You're not ready. Okay. Meat says the wig would lie and deflect less. Maybe, you're right. I mean, the wig was not hiding anything during that body cam footage. The wig was just like, I'm here. Save me. Anyways, all right. Exactly. K-Baby says just a Jizzy stand, or it was Jizzy herself. Who knows? All right. Anyways, Surviving Jizzy coming soon to theaters near you, produced by TheKempire LLC. Okay. Anyways, I know, Wendy. Every once in a while, I gotta respond. All right. A says, okay, guys, to spoil your evening, apparently Elon is lined up to possibly ban TikTok. To ban TikTok? What do you mean? I heard there was a rumor that Elon Musk was going to buy TikTok, but TikTok came out and said that rumor is absolutely not true. So, just to clarify that news that came out, okay? No one says they need to interview the wig. The wig is holding all of Karen's secrets. That, along with Ray Huger. But I think over the next few episodes, I forgot who said it, maybe it was Andy, we're going to see more of things that might annoy us about Karen not taking accountability, especially after what we've seen over these next 4 to 5 episodes of Potomac. Exactly, CM. TikTok said that they're not selling to him. Mia says, how can Elon ban anything? He's going to be a part of this administration soon. Okay. All right. Let's move on, y'all. Okay, let me go to my next clip because we have a lot more to cover, and it's already 5:35. Lord have mercy. I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. Lou says, if the wig could talk. If the wig could talk. All right. Let's talk about Marlo.
Lies! The lie!
I don't know why all of a sudden Marlo, and I know she has her own podcast with Sonya. I don't listen to that. I don't want to listen to that. But I do listen to Cynthia Bailey, and I'm so behind on that podcast, but I do enjoy Cynthia Bailey and Crystal Kungminkoff's podcast. They are so enjoyable to listen to. I like hearing their perspectives. They are very likable people. I enjoy that podcast. They did not ask me to talk about it. I don't even know those women. I did meet Cynthia at BravoCon a few years ago. Lovely. But I like their podcast. Okay. So Marlo's been talking a lot. Okay. And she's been talking a lot about not wanting the peach. They offered her the peach a long time. First of all, Marlo, no one wanted that peach more than you did. When you got the peach, finally, you threw a party, okay? Didn't you even get a purse with a peach? All right, Marlo? Now she's saying that I was all... Oh, wait, hold on.
I was offered a peach a long time ago. They played for you.
This is what Marlo had to say.
I was offered a peach years ago. I was offered a peach in my living room with Nene Leakes and God bless the dead, Greg Leakes. And both of them told me accept the peach, but I would not because it was only $10,000. And at the time,
Where is she? Who is all that talking in the background? Did the archive move to the middle of the mall? Is it a booth?
making so much money. And I was like, Nene, I'm not doing this for no $10,000. No one's going to regulate what I do and how I live my life and get a percentage of what I do. And Greg, I tell you guys no lie, Greg said, I mean, I can show you guys the email tomorrow, but Nene definitely going to keep it 100. I was offered a peach years ago, but everyone seems to forget about that. Y'all are...
When she says that everyone seems to forget about that, Marlo, we never knew that. And I do believe that maybe back then, she's talking years ago, I do believe probably back then they offered you a peach. But we don't care. We're not. Why are we talking about what happened back in 2000? I do believe they offered her a peach and they only offered her $10,000. But then they realized, yeah, you're better as a friend of, and they never offered it to you again.
Weird. We are like, oh, she's been a friend for 10 years. I was a friend for 10 years because I chose to be a friend for 10 years. How the hell do you...
I will say this, the teeth and the hair and the skin are looking great.
Meet Marlo Hampton 10 years ago and offer me a friend position. I was offered a peach position right off the rip, okay? Nene Leakes and Greg Leakes sat in my living room and told me, girl, you better take that. You better accept it because it's going to turn into something more. And I was like, no, girl, I'm not doing that. Forget that. They ain't going to run me. And I feel that's one of the reasons why it took so long for me to get offered a peach. I really do. That's how I feel. Because what did I ever do to anyone that hate me so and take 10 years to offer me a peach? And when they did offer me a peach, I just felt it was not the time. No one on my show respected me. No one on my show liked me.
Did they ever? When you finally decided to take the peach, did people respect you then?
Everyone for 10 years have said she's a whore, she's a prostitute, she's this, she's that. But there's no receipts. When I'm on a show that lives and die by receipts.
Sidebar. In no shape or form is she denying it, but she's like, there's no receipts about it. Okay.
No one still has shown a receipt. Show me one receipt of me being a whore.
Marlo, please just go away. Go continue to make your money whatever way you make your money. We don't care. You were an ultimate fail as a housewife, but you were an icon as a friend of. I will never take that away from you. As a full-time housewife, you just ruined the show. You weren't the only one, but you definitely helped. You definitely helped. We're good, girl. Look, we're good. I'm like, why? Who asked this? Why every single week there's a new thing that shows that Marlo is delusional? Okay. Savannah says, so glad she didn't take the peach. RHOA did phenomenal without her. It did. I do believe she was offered a peach back then because it was early time, but come on. Anyways. Veronique says, is she at Chuck E. Cheese? She's somewhere. She's somewhere. I don't know. I think the archive is now a booth at the Lenox Mall. That's what it sounds like to me. I went to the Lenox Mall during the tour, and I was like, oh, like, what's going on here? O'Shea, thank you so much for being a member for the last 13 months. O'Shea says, Andy's about to pull a stunt to make way for Karen on season 10 without reunion accountability. Marlo, Nene's not going to back you. She needs a new check. Well, O'Shea, thank you for the segue. That leads me to talking about Nene Leakes. So Nene Leakes has been here in New York City promoting something. I don't even know what she's promoting. A show, something. I don't know what she's promoting. But everyone is asking her about returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she said on multiple interviews on Tamron Hall, on The Breakfast Club, that she is open to returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta and that it just would take, a lot of zeros. But before we talk about that and her settlement that she mentions, she talks about the drama that happened between her and Porsha. Do you guys remember the drama? So you remember that Nene Leakes and Cynthia Bailey are now on one of the new episodes of the Upshaws on Netflix. So it originally was supposed to be Nene Leakes and Porsha. So Nene took to social media when she was filming this to call out Porsha because she accused Porsha of telling production that she doesn't get along with Nene. So she didn't want to do it. And mind you, Nene says that she did this all like last minute, leaving production, trying to find someone to replace her. I like the Upshaws. Do you guys watch the Upshaws on Netflix? It's a good show. Kim feels this is what you're supposed to be doing. Not reality television. I don't care what anyone says. You're an icon. You don't need to be doing reality. Nothing wrong with reality television. We talk about it all the time. But she's an icon. Tootie? Okay? Living single? Come on. No. Okay? No. All right. And if you missed the story about Porsha and Nene, check the channel. Check our channel. Check the channel, y'all. I talked about it. All right. Take a listen to what she said on The Breakfast Club about her issues with Porsha.
Reach out to people like when you see like Porsha going through a divorce or anything?
Yes. So when Porsha was going through her divorce, she was married to Simon. I was dating Yanni. They're both African guys. They hung out together.
Pause. She was dating Yanni. She's so up and down with that Yanni character. 1 minute she's with him, 1 minute she's not with him. I'm like, okay, fine.
We double dated and all those things. And I was talking to her during that time, and I was doing this show called The Upshaws, and she kind of was like, she didn't want to do the Upshaws with me. She didn't tell me that. Mm-hmm. She told the production crew, and the production told us that,
Is that true? I don't believe Porsha.
It's the truth.
Really?
It's
Porsha don't
the
seem
truth.
like that type. Porsha not catty like
Well,
that.
she is.
Something happened a little bit? Like
she did that. Nothing happened.
What does Charlamagne know about Porsha not being catty like that? Has he seen Porsha?
That's the truth.
So you did it?
I did it. They brought in Cynthia Bailey the next day, and Cynthia shot the scene with me.
Oh, so it was supposed to be you and Porsha?
It was supposed to be Porsha and I. Mm-hmm. I did not know that, and I don't think Porsha knew that until we arrived to set. That we were both going to be shooting a scene together. And
so Porsha was on set?
Yeah, she was on set. The day before, she had gone in to do her fittings and things, and I gone in the next day to do my fitting, and the following day we were going to shoot the scene, and Porsha didn't show up, and they went scrambling, and they ended up flying Cynthia Bailey in, and she did it. But Porsha did do that. Now, that's the honest truth. It doesn't really matter to me. I haven't spoken to her since. I don't have...
How long ago was it?
I don't know. It's been months. The show just aired like yesterday or the day before yesterday.
You don't think it could have been a personal issue and she had to get
have
a
we didn't have
with her, like in her life, like.
No, I don't think so. But listen, I don't care.
Why would they even tell you that? That's messy to even tell you that.
Yeah, because they were in a frenzy and we weren't shooting, and my manager did some digging and asked somebody that was on set, and they told us what happened. But listen, I'm still not mad. I really don't care. It's not that serious to me. You can text her right now, so can I. In fact, I have the text messages because I did text her when it happened, and I told her. And she exposed the text messages at the time. Again, just go back and watch the video that I did covering this story. Nene did come to social media with the text messages that she sent to Porsha. So apparently they haven't talked since then. I did text her.
Wow.
And but it doesn't matter.
But here's the sidebar. It's going to be so awkward because Porsha probably thought Nene Leakes is never going to settle, never going to return to Real Housewives of Atlanta, never going to return. We'll never have to share a screen together. This is going to be a perfect story for Nene's return for season 17, and these two are going to be beefing over what happened on the Upshaws.
Listen, if you don't want to work with somebody, that's fine with me. You don't have to work with me. I think that's bad business on your behalf to show up somewhere and be like, you know what? I don't want to work with Charlamagne today.
Happens all the time.
I do that every day.
Really?
We do that every day.
I'm not even mad about that stuff. It just is not that serious to me. Some stuff is so petty. These girls really do think that they're bigger stars than they really are. So it's really okay with me.
There you go. You love
No,
saying
I'm
that.
not.
You call
I'm just
She
being
was only a
true.
Bravo celebrity. That's what you said.
Oh, was it Starless? What did she say
they
last
do
time?
some of
Starless?
these-
What was
no,
it?
I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. I promise you that I'm so an adult now. That's why you haven't heard me clap back at somebody, because so many people are like, I know Nene gonna come back and say something. No, I'm not.
Sitting there waiting.
Just when I'm being asked a question, do not get mad at my response, okay? I'm not going to clap back at you. I just don't have the time for it, really. I don't. And I don't want any confrontation. I really don't. I don't want any confrontation.
Makeup with Andy Cohen, is that a possibility? Y'all in meetings, conversations, thoughts, anything?
Well,
Okay. So this is the part of the interview that Nene talks about her settling with the network. But I've told you, if you've seen countless videos that we covered, since Nene showed up on the after show for the Emmys, she also said during her promo this week here in New York that she's going to be doing the after show for the Oscars. So I said to you that means after she dismissed her discrimination lawsuit and they were forced into mediation, that they finally came to some agreement. So she talked to the Breakfast Club and alluded that there was a settlement.
not in meetings. We did settle our dispute with each other. I don't know if I'll go back to Housewives. I don't know what that looks like for me, but I won't say never. If they got a check that's got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 on the end, I may be back. I don't know.
Do you think that Bravo would sign that? Because remember, when Nene probably left, how many seasons ago, she was definitely making well over $1 million for a season. And when she left, in one of the things that she said, that they were kind of cutting down and only offering her so many episodes. Based off of how this next season goes, if this season does really well, I think that would probably hurt chances of her returning, or at least returning for the amount of money that she wants. But if it's not successful and people still want Nene, and they do, then I could see her getting the amount of money that she wants. So she's saying a bunch of zeros she would want.
Oh.
When you say settle their dispute, was it financial settlement or?
I can't say, but we did settle everything.
And usually when you have a settlement, everyone signs an NDA where you're not able to talk about what was in that settlement. The fact that she's returned to the network says to me there was something. There were rumors that there were $50 million that she got, and she got this other. Those were rumors, because literally when those rumors had come out, she was still in mediation, allegedly, according to sources that I know. However, in order for her to return, remember, Mariah also signed a settlement, and she never returned to the network. She hasn't worked with the network. Nene has come back to the network. So it says to me she's bartered something in the settlement.
Andy cool now? Y'all speak now?
I haven't spoken to him. No, but I'm not against speaking to him. But I haven't spoken to him.
It'd be a no-brainer. I mean, I know you get this all the time, but it's kind of ridiculous that they haven't asked you to come back yet.
I don't know.
And the franchise is struggling.
I do miss the trips. I do miss the check. I don't miss the arguments.
I appreciate the honesty. I do miss the check. I mean, it's an easy check. I know it's not necessarily easy for the Housewives. They do go through a lot filming this show, and then the backlash from the fans, and but I love the fact that she says, I missed the check. That's like a multi-million dollar, it's offered her a lot. You remember when Nene first started on the show, they did okay, but this really catapulted her to opportunities and money and things like that. So do you think that Andy would forgive her for some of the things that she said in the lawsuit and interviews? Andy has shaded her in other, Scarlett says Kempire, Real Housewives of Atlanta will not be that successful. I don't know. We don't know until we see it, unless you are Miss Cleo. But Miss Cleo couldn't see it either. May she rest in peace. Anyways, I think Andy Cohen would be open to doing it for the network and the success of his show. I don't think that Andy Cohen truly had a real friendship with Nene Leakes. She probably thought it was real. I don't think he thinks that it was real in his head. I don't believe that he's a real friend to anyone besides maybe John Mayer. I really don't. But Geminis, do you think that Andy Cohen would be able to get over this and we'll see a sit down, they'll be friends again? I don't know. Femme Chronicle says, I don't think he has a choice. Well, he doesn't have a choice in regards to her coming back to the network because he can't control that. But in order for them to work closely together, be on Watch What Happens Live, he might have some pull there. But people would want to see it. I can see them convincing him. I can see them paying him to do it.
And I felt like if I was there, they would have to put certain girls around me.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of those girls that are there, and I don't even know who they are.
Hold on, let me see this comment here. I didn't see this. Babs, I didn't see Nene Leakes' thoughts on Mia. Did she say it in this interview? Because I didn't get to hear the entire interview. What did she say? Did she just say she's declassing the show? Okay. Guys, you're just joining us. This is our Tuesday Takeover where we cover a variety of hot topics, reality television and reality television news. I did see that there was a Diddy story out there. I will do a separate video talking about that because, I like to sit, read through, unpack, and then formulate my thoughts. So stay tuned for an update in regards to that. But I didn't see that until right before we joined the live. So I will get to that in a separate one, okay? Dina says that Andy can be phony like he always is. Look, I could see him making nice. I could see them doing it for the sake of ratings. I think that would be ratings goal for Watch What Happens Live if she was to come there, but I don't think that it would be real. Do you blame him, though? If someone called you all kinds of things and called you out your name publicly, would you blame them? I'll tell you this. If someone did that to me as a Taurus, I'd be done with you. Just saying. Okay. All right. Let's get to this final story that I want to talk about, and that is Dr. Heavenly. So I don't know if you've seen it. So we've seen some previews for next week's episodes of Married to Medicine. We recapped it yesterday. If you missed it, be sure to check it out on the Kempire YouTube channel. You can also watch the replay on Twitter and on Facebook, the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Okay, so Dr. Heavenly was live earlier today, and I'm glad that I got to see it. I did not watch her Patreon because she said she was going to spill even more tea on Patreon. So there was a few things that stood out to me that I wanted to discuss. So Dr. Heavenly had a lot to say about Phaedra and Phaedra dropping the ball on the Met Gala. She also says that she doesn't understand why Phaedra had that type of energy towards them. And she feels like Phaedra feels intimidated by them because she's like, we all are educated, do well, and it seems like Phaedra wants to be like the top one here. Look, Phaedra is not bringing in that. Phaedra came onto the season being a doctor's girlfriend or a doctor's wife, along with everything else that she does. Then she probably could be the leader of the group, to be honest with you. However, she's brought nothing last season. She doesn't really bring a lot this season. Doesn't take away from here and there some funny commentary from her, but that's not enough for me to be like, oh, love her, keep her here. So we're already seeing some issues happen between Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra in this last episode. So Dr. Heavenly went on her YouTube channel to talk more about some of this stuff. But I want to talk about some of the stuff that stood out to me. If you missed it, you can watch it on her YouTube channel and you can subscribe to her Patreon and then bring back me the tea, okay? I might even subscribe just to get some of the tea that she was going to spill there. But remember yesterday I mentioned, I was like, did Toya donate anything this year? Like in regards to her wine. Remember that was an issue last year for the Met Gala. And I didn't see her logo on the Step and Repeat. I didn't see her donate anything I said, but maybe editing. I'm always twerking on the fence, giving grace. Maybe editing, they didn't include some of what Toya offered. According to Dr. Heavenly, Toya, because she says everyone on the cast donated, I think, like $2,500. She says that Toya did not donate anything. Really? Hold on, y'all. Oh, wait, I lost it. Let me bring it up because I don't know why this thing is acting up today. I want to bring up the clip. Please hold. Let me bring up the clip. think this is it.
I was giving them $100,000, Jack Phaedra. I'm not letting you back out of this.
Pause. I apologize in advance. If you have children in the room, remove them because you know Dr. Heavenly has a mouth and she cusses like a sailor. So I just want to warn you, if you have children listening, let me give you a moment. Let me take a sip. Okay, anytime I play a Heavenly clip, prepare yourself. You know, I don't cuss, but she cusses like a sailor. All right.
Because I didn't say $1,000. We started at $25,000, right? And that was a doable goal. In my business, I will say again and again, I try to underpromise. And go over the expectations. So if we would have kept it at $25,000, which each one of the girls, some of us, I think we all gave $2,500 or $3,500, whatever it was, except Toya. Toya didn't give it. I'm just going to say that. And I'll talk to you about Toya in Patreon because Toya was dead ass wrong, but they didn't even have time to talk about Toya because she did that shit last year where she didn't want the money. She didn't want to give no money. I don't know why Toya won't give back to the community when she buys $32,000 purse, but that's another story for another day.
This is why I like Heavenly, though, because I think a lot of this, if we did not have Heavenly speaking, I know she speaks out of turn sometimes, but if she did not tell us that, I would have given Toya grace. I was like, maybe she did donate. According to Dr. Heavenly, Toya did not even give cash. She didn't offer anything. Miranda says, me having to lower the volume immediately. I'm sorry. I apologize. Toya, you couldn't donate anything? I hope they bring this up at the reunion because I really was trying to give Toya grace. I was like, maybe Toya donated and it wasn't shown. And you remember last season, she donated the one, she felt like that was enough. And that wasn't a whole issue. But Dr. Heavenly's right. Like, you can buy these expensive bags, but you can't donate $3,500 to a worthy cause. Can we all make a donation to for Kira? What was it called? I wrote it down yesterday. Hold on. It was called where is it? I have it written down here somewhere. For Kira, for Kira for Moms Foundation. Can we all make a donation? Not in Toya's name. Like, really? That's so tacky. And she really was dressed like she was going to a funeral. I'm like, what? It might have supposed to be like the Enchanted Garden. She wasn't giving Enchanted Garden. Kazia says she's a hater. That's exactly what she was giving with that outfit. Toya, really? Let me play it again.
Because Toya was dead ass shit. I'm just going to say that. And I think we all gave $2,500 or $3,500, whatever it was, except Toya. Toya didn't give it. I'm just going to say that. And I'll talk to you about Toya in Patreon because Toya was dead ass wrong, but they didn't even have time to talk about Toya because she did that shit last year where she didn't want the money. She didn't want to give no money. I don't know why Toya won't give back to the community when she buys $32,000 purse, but that's another story for another day.
Really? Toya, I'm disappointed in you. I'm really disappointed. And you attended it. First of all, it's one thing not to give, but you were there. You attended it. And that cost to have people come to this space and this event. Like, all of that is a cost. So you didn't even pay. There were regular folks that paid $250 that came and you didn't pay nothing? Thank you, Lee. Yeah, it's for Kira for Moms Foundation. If we can post a link in the live chat, that'd be fantastic. So we can have our community donate. And I will post it in the description after the live. We're going to help raise the money that Toya did not donate. Mia says Toya offers ambiance with looking like she's going to a funeral. All right. Black Celine says, nope, Heavenly run her damn mouth too much. All right, let me move on because she has some more things to say, okay? Because speaking of the charity, and this is why I said we need to raise some money and send it to the charity. First of all, it's an amazing organization. Shout out to Charles. He lost his wife due to during the birth of their child. So apparently, remember I said this yesterday? I said, I hope the charity got the money. Because you remember that Phaedra was supposed to write the check to give the money to the charity, the rest of the money. So according to Dr. Heavenly during this live, the charity did not receive all of the money. They did not receive $100,000.
This man a check for $100,000 and his check ain't good today. The check ain't good. Now, y'all gonna see a whole lot of slipping and sliding about this fucking money. I ain't going past the episode. But give that man for Cure for Moms his $100,000. Okay, today, when y'all say, let's get a man his money. You said $100,000, we said 25. We would have gave that man 50. People don't be wanting to give. Y'all can say all the doctors in the world, they give $2,500 all day long. It's harder to get anything more than that out of doctors. Some of them gave $5,000, I believe. I gave way more than that because I paid for the event. Me and Jackie paid for the damn event. You know what I'm saying? The event cost over $30,000. This man a check for $100,000 and his check ain't good today. The check ain't good. Now, y'all gonna see a whole lot of slipping and sliding about this fucking money. I ain't going past the episode. But give that man for Cure for Moms his $100,000. Okay, today, when y'all say, let's get a man his money. You said $100,000, we said 25. We would have gave that man 50. People don't be wanting to give. Y'all can say all the doctors in the world, they give $2,500 all day long. It's harder to get anything more than that out of doctors. Some of them gave $5,000, I believe. I gave way more than that because I paid for the event. Me and Jackie paid for the damn event. You know what I'm saying? The event cost over $30,000. And I'm going to get in a Patreon on.
Here's the thing. CM says, I don't believe hellishly because she lies bad. I don't think she would lie about the charity not getting their money. And then people like to bring up Phaedra owing Todd money. I told you when we recapped this yesterday, I hope to God that we're not going to be talking about them not paying this charity the money that they're owed. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sylvie or Sylvie? Y'all gave $50,000 and want Phaedra alone to give $100,000. Well, she owes. Remember, they raised $47,000, and then she was supposed to cover the rest. And she claimed that she could cover the $100,000. It's tacky and it's sad. And apparently, if you saw the previews for next week's episode, they're going to be talking about this more. This is going to continue to play out in regards to drama about the donations. All right, let me play you one more clip and then I'm getting out of here.
I didn't do it. Y'all have to talk.
Hold on.
Y'all have to talk to Dr. Jackie. Anyway, so I just put up for auction. I'm trying to make money so she don't have to spend a whole lot of money, okay? And we're trying to get up the money, okay? So $4,000, she didn't sell. And I'm trying to figure out, did we get to the part where y'all got the man there, so y'all got it. Now, the interesting thing about this, and I'm going to go on into it more on Patreon, evidently Phaedra put this man up as a prop because this man...
She definitely did, because remember, if you watch the scene, Phaedra's like, where's Jackie Patterson? Because remember, hellishly, heavenly, went up there and they said, we're putting Phaedra up for auction. We're going to start at $4,000. Dr. G? Messy. She owned that she was messy for that. But then when she wasn't getting any offers, Phaedra was just like, Jackie Patterson. Mind you, he says that they dated many, many years ago, Phaedra and this guy. This guy, take a listen to what Heavenly says.
Really thought that they charged that man Carl for real. And from my understanding, because he called everybody, he emailed everybody for his damn money back. Now, I don't even know who this man is. He's some kind of lawyer, whatever. Y'all might know him. I seen him on Instagram doing something. But evidently, they've been friends for a while. They dated 28 years ago. And he ain't never got it. She didn't went out with her, like I said, and he ain't never get it. He done spent his money on her. She thinks that, and Phaedra is beautiful, right? But bitch, $4,000 $20,000 for a few minutes on TV. The man wanted his money back, and rightfully so. And being the professional that Jackie is, she gave it back to him. The man said that Phaedra said just roll with it. This just for TV. Let's just roll with it. And that just shows you how she moves. Let's just do this for TV. So the man thinking, okay, I ain't really paying this $4,000, right? They ran his car for $4,000. Evidently, now I don't know this is fact. I'm just telling you what I think. He must not have been able to get back in contact with Phaedra because he called everybody damn it else. How you gonna take the man money, tell him it's rolling with TV, but then when it's time for him to really recoup his money or whatever, he can't reach you because he called everybody else because you have the relationship with her. We don't know this man. We don't.
So, based off the clip, Dr. Jackie did end up giving the money back to this man, but that is so messy. That is really, really... First, it's just messy in general that the charity did not receive the $100,000 that you kind of purported on this reality show. They didn't get their $100,000. Do I think that they will get their $100,000? They better. Look. Ask Seek Garden Love says, will Faye do the Married to Medicine reunion? We were just talking about that yesterday during our recap. I don't know. I really don't know at this particular point. She's back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Does she care about that little check? I don't know. I mean, there's still conversations and debates on if Phaedra has it. Phaedra shaded the rest of the cast saying that she might be in a different tax bracket than they are. Heavenly talked about that during her live as well, saying that we have our own money. We do all kinds of things. And we are actually married to medicine, meaning that they have husbands that also make money too. So, I'm not going to, go into whether or not either one of them have the money. I think they all have money. I think they all could come together and donate. I'm still very shocked that Toya didn't donate anything. And she also didn't come dressed in the theme. She came look like she was going to a funeral. Tamia says she will. She doesn't play about her money. And I said that yesterday. I was like, no. Phaedra's not going to let them talk about her. But we're talking about, to this day, Heavenly is saying that the money has not been paid. This is filmed months ago. Months ago. There's no reason that this has come to television and the charity hasn't received their money. And the guy that was your friend, you brought up there, paid the $4,000. I guess they were going to play a game. He didn't think they were going to charge his card, but they did. He's calling around town trying to find out how he can get his money back. Because you saw what he said. He was a little creepy. He was just like, I'm going to put up, but you're going to have to put out. And I was like, sir, no. That is not what we're doing. I'm surprised they left that in. To be honest with you. I'm very shocked that they left that in. But okay. Let me say thank you. Wendy, thank you so much for the super chat and for being a member. Wendy says, I would like to donate. We posted the link in the live chat, and I will post in the description for Cure for Moms Foundation so we all can make a donation. We're not going to make $100,000. Sorry, Charles. But we'll come close. Okay, I'm going to give a promise we're going to come close. Miranda, thank you for the super chat. Miranda says, Heavenly messy, but she's vital for the show. I mean, based off of what, like I said, if she didn't do this YouTube live, some of the stuff that we had questions about, we wouldn't know. And then look, I'm not saying that Heavenly doesn't have her ways and that she sometimes goes too far. She does. And then she'll apologize and then do it again. However, a lot of this tea, I'm sure this is part of the reason why they haven't shut down her YouTube channel, the network, is because they feel like it brings eyes to this show. Derek says Grandpa wanted his money back. He sure did. $4,000. I mean, he could have had that written off, but okay, whatever. Mr. Slim says, amongst the ladies, they should be able to just donate $100,000 themselves. Events just for TV. Stop fake outrage. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people say the same thing about other celebrities when they do fundraisers and things like that. Well, yes, they could easily just donate. However, you could also collect, and I'm sure they do donate, but they probably also donate to multiple charities. It's not just one charity. So they spread the wealth. And as a community, we do it all the time. We raise money. Look, we raise money. We got a thank you letter from the center, and we raised like a little bit over $2,000. I could have easily donated that, and I have. Look, and I have. Shout out to the center. But we also, so double that, and we also raised a ton of money for the center too. And we're going to raise some more money for Cure for Moms. Oh, okay. Andrea says, thank you, Andrea, for the tea. She said on Patreon, to this day meant during that time because she didn't want to go ahead of the show. She was asked as on January 14th, and Heavenly said as of the time of the episode. Okay, so we don't know whether or not the charity has received the money yet. But at the time, the charity... But that still doesn't make sense, Heavenly. So I wish you wouldn't say stuff like that because that makes it seem as if the charity has not received the money yet. Okay? So I think that's irresponsible to say something like that. Or at least be clear. At the time... Specifically say that. I feel like that's where you lose me. Because now we're wondering, did the charity ever receive their money? And I don't think it's an issue for her saying, well, the charity eventually received the money. Okay. Got a very good point. B says, I keep asking, where were Jackie's celebrity patients and clients? Look, again, we're watching a reality show. They probably do donate. I'm not sure what other things that Jackie has done as fundraisers, things like that. I'm sure they have donated. They probably did donate. Who knows? But they've taken this Met Gala and they made it just for reality television when it could be for reality television and actually do a lot of good, too. I think they could do a better job in throwing the party, though. What they were giving, you paid $30,000 for what? What did you pay $30,000 for? The event space? Because I didn't see food. I didn't see a sit-down dinner. $30,000? Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. Let me see. All right. Guys, we're almost at 600 likes. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. If you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday Takeover where we cover a variety of hot topics, reality television, and more. We will be adding the timestamps after this. Shout out to Mama Ali. Thank you to all of our King's Guards. Thank you to everyone watching on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. We appreciate you guys being here. I'm all talked out. I've been talking for 2 hours. So you understand why Tuesday Takeover takes a bit of work to do. And look, all the lives that we do take work, but Tuesday Takeover is a real takeover of my life. Okay? Oh, yes, you're right. Lacin says that Dr. Jackie's real foundation is her breast cancer foundation she does yearly. And I'm sure she probably raises tons of money for that and all of her celebrity clients. And she probably also doesn't want to ask them multiple times a year, can you donate to this too? I get it. Even though I do it to you guys multiple times a year. When's our next fundraiser? Our next fundraiser will probably be for Pride Month. Unless we do something, stay tuned. Anyways. Oh, okay. Black Celine says Jackie is not forgiven for last year's comments to VP. What you mean her comments on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel the same season where she had talked about maternal mortality with VP Kamala Harris. Anyways, y'all, I say all that to say, if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts on all the things that we covered during today's Tuesday Takeover. Again, thank you to our King's Guards. Thank you to our channel members. Become a member today at TheKempire.com/join. And thank you to our subscribers. We appreciate you guys subscribing and having your notifications on. And if you're watching in the bushes, subscribe today. Or maybe you're a subscriber and you're just watching in the bushes. That's fine. But if you're not subscribed, subscribe today so you don't miss out on some of the content. Yes, I do know that there's some Diddy stuff. I will get to that a little bit later on. So stay tuned. Make sure your notifications are on. And yeah, all right. Hold on. Let me see what Christy says. Christy says $30,000, event space, performer, photogs. The performer should have been for free. Photogs. The photogs you could have gotten for free. This is Atlanta. There was at least one performer, valet, bartender for what was possibly a cash bar. Damn, a cash bar? Lord have mercy. Oh, Mia, stay safe. Mia says, what a great comic relief from these fires. Thanks, Kempire. Thank you. Everyone in California, please stay safe. Please stay masked up. Please also, I've been posting on my Instagram story. I just posted a video yesterday. It might not be there now. But a young lady was talking about how she was having some allergic reactions because the filters in her building, they filter from the outside air, and it was affecting her. So those of you in California, be mindful of that. Get the air purifiers if you can. Wear your mask. Close your windows. There's no fresh air right now. Be very mindful of that. And everyone in California, please stay safe. Our prayers will continue to be with you. Maybe that's what we should be doing, raising some money for those of you in California. So stay tuned for that. Mackenzie says, I really miss Tuesday Takeover. A lot of you have said that. And we started that show as something just, from 90 Day Fiance to talking about TLC. And now this is what it is. All right. Okay. I appreciate you all being here. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your evening. I will see you all in the replay. Replay crew, let us know your thoughts on everything. I'll be adding the timestamps after the live. Shout out to Mama Ali. Shout out to our King's Guards again. And shout out to all of you. I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio podcast. As always, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And for everything Kempire Radio, head on over to KempireRadio.com.